Hey there, everybody. I am King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti. It is Saturday evening, just about 8:30 right now, and I wanted to take a moment to unpack your forecast as we head into the new week and, of course, the holiday week as well. Get you going for any holiday travel or festivities that may be heading our way. So, as of Saturday evening, we do have the next round of rain that is moving in. For the remainder of our Saturday, we will keep it mostly over the northwestern parts of western Washington. So mostly along the northern tip of the Olympic Peninsula, but we also have some showers sneaking up into Whatcom County and the San Juans as well. As we take a closer look at that, you can see most of the rain is fairly light in nature now, and it's staying off to the northwest. But into our overnight hours tonight and early tomorrow morning, the widespread rain will be moving in, and then it's going to move off to the east during the day. So Sunday is technically going to be a pretty wet day. You can see right here, widespread rain across western Washington, even some pockets of heavier rain. You see that yellow indicated there, but this is 3:30 a.m. A lot of the rain is going to fall in our overnight hours. So by the time our daytime hours hit, we should be starting to dry out just a little bit. Rainfall accumulations for Sunday, so for mostly Sunday morning, we're looking at a couple tenths of an inch to maybe a third of an inch at best for most of us. Our highest totals will be along the Olympic Peninsula and up to the north, where we could get closer to half an inch of rain, but I'll be surprised if anyone for the lowlands around Puget Sound hits a half an inch. But still, that's a pretty wet day, so we'll definitely wake up to a little bit of water on the roadways. Good thing to keep in mind for any Sunday morning drivers if you're heading anywhere for the holiday week. Let's talk about temperatures, because it is going to be cold this week. Get ready, especially for our overnight lows. Not so much our daytime highs. They'll stay a couple degrees of where they are now. So for Sunday, we're looking at upper 40s, low 50s. This is right on track with normal for this time of year. So it's not necessarily our daytime highs that we're concerned about. It's our overnight lows. Our lows for Sunday morning will be in the 40s. So we're not worried about Sunday morning. But as we head into Monday and Tuesday, we are going to really crank those lows down. We're looking at widespread lows in the 30s. This is Monday morning. And you know what? These tend to kind of overdo it a little bit, or underdo it, I should say. Typically, we actually see temperatures a little bit even colder than this estimation. So I would not be surprised, especially farther south, if we see some temperatures that are sub-freezing and even into the 20s. That trend continues into Tuesday morning as well. Widespread, we're in the 30s, hovering right around freezing, and I bet we see some areas drop below freezing. So Monday morning, Tuesday morning, bundle up, get ready for cold temperatures. And what do we often see with cold temperatures? Lowering snow levels. Yes, we will see lowering snow levels, but unfortunately, when we have those colder temperatures, we lose a lot of that moisture. So we're not actually looking at significant mountain snow. We're still talking about mountain snow at this point, not necessarily low-level snow. But let's take a look at that. So a closer look at that rain. Here's your Sunday morning, 3 a.m. This is that widespread rain. This is the wettest part of Sunday. It's widespread across western Washington with some pockets of moderate rainfall over the Olympics, and then also areas north of King County. We could see some moderate to potentially heavy rainfall heading our way. So this is early Sunday morning, but by 6:30 a.m. we'll push a lot of that off to the east. We will keep rain over the Cascades and the foothills, with some showers still possible for the lowlands, but a lot of our Sunday rain is going to fall while most of us are asleep. Into the afternoon, we'll dry things out. We could still squeeze out a few light showers, a few sunbreaks mixed in as well. But overall, our Sunday daytime hours should actually be fairly pleasant. It's really just early Sunday morning that we'll see the rain. Here we are on Monday, and we do have some showers that sneak in on Monday morning as well. This is 10:30 a.m. Couple hit and miss light showers. So at this point, that's where we see those snow levels dropping down to about 2,500 feet. So we could see some flurries flying for some of those lower passes, but still, even then, we just lose the moisture. So accumulations don't look like they'd be anything better than an inch or two. Into Tuesday morning, this is still our high resolution model here. We're waking up to clouds, but Tuesday, we're actually going to see the precipitation increasing. So, or excuse me, Wednesday is when we're going to see it, or Tuesday night into Wednesday, I should say. So now we've switched to the low resolution model. So this is going to be a general guide, not quite as crystal clear. But as we get into Tuesday night into Wednesday, we see the rain increasing. So it'll be widespread overnight. And at that point, that's when we'll see some of those increasing snow levels. So we could get some good mountain snow for our passes on Wednesday during the day, but not as low as Monday and Tuesday. We'll talk about those snow levels in a moment, but you can see Wednesday during the day is actually going to be our wettest day. So of the next 7, Wednesday is going to be the day that brings the biggest impacts to precipitation. So obviously that's the day before Thanksgiving. That could be a tricky day for any commuting on Wednesday. So if you can do any traveling on Monday or Tuesday, that'll be a little bit of a safer bet. Even though our snow levels are lowest Monday and Tuesday, 2,500 feet, we don't have the precipitation. So I don't expect those slick roadways or any snow impacts for the passes. Wednesday's the wettest day, but at that point we're picking snow levels up to about 4,000 feet. So Stevens Pass could become an issue on Wednesday, but Snoqualmie Pass sitting at about 3,000 feet should not be an issue on Wednesday. But of course we'll fine tune that as we get a little bit closer. We'll continue to pick our snow levels up Thursday and into the end of the week as well. So that 7-day forecast, just to recap it for you. Sunday we start wet, but we'll taper things off into the afternoon. Monday and Tuesday, it's just a couple light showers. We'll see that rain increasing Tuesday night, and that is when we're going to open the rain door. So Wednesday looks like our wettest day of the week. So that obviously is a day that we're going to see high travel the day before Thanksgiving. So please just keep that in mind, everybody. Like I said, I'll say it again, can't say it enough. If you do have to do any driving, Monday and Tuesday might be your best days for driving. And then actually, as we head into the end of the week, we'll be drying things out. A couple showers are still sticking around for the end of the week, but Thanksgiving and beyond is a little bit more dry than Wednesday. And that is an extended look at your forecast. Please be sure to stay with the King 5 weather team all week long as we bring you the very latest on this holiday week.